Hi y'all, welcome once again. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to take a ride in another Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter vehicle that is vibing on a higher frequency and is also less dense than the vehicle that you are using right now, either physically, emotionally, and sometimes mentally. So when your spirit goes into an esoteric cloud, it can fly to higher spaces, it can fly to more broader, wider, wiser spaces, and like the clouds, here in our physical reality, they float above the physical realm. Your spirit can float above your physical circumstances, and you can take a look at yourself, a higher look, and feel also lighter about yourself. So this video is interesting and I think important because it's about manifestation, it's about what you manifest, it's about how you manifest, and I still don't have a title for it, but it's like, it's easier in this realm, in this specific realm, in this lifetime, it's easier to manifest and attract denser, fucked up things than lighter, less dense things. Why? Because this world that we call Earth, the star we live in, it's a more dense world by itself. So more spirits, more things of this realm are dense and slow and heavy and demonic. So in a certain way, it's harder, or it requires more work, it requires more energy from your part as a spirit to go high, to fly, and to see things from a higher perspective. Because by you being born here, you chose to descend or to participate in denser, heavier routines and patterns. You decided, you chose to participate, to vibe on a lower, slower frequency and vibration. So it's easier for us to think about bullshit, to think about negative shit, to feel negative and wanna to stay in those states of being. Because it requires more energy, it requires more flexibility, it requires more time as well, it requires more mental skill to elevate ourselves and to stay on those high mental states. Okay? So if you ask why the world is evil, or if there is so evil in the world, first, the shadow government is showing that to you in their movies. And second, it's because most people, they are still lost into those frequencies and vibrations. They don't realize what I realize. They don't realize what you realize, if you agree with me in this video, that the world is low. So they think it's normal. They think it's normal to suffer, to experience pain and then not change. They think it's normal to think bad about themselves. They think it's normal to be harsh with themselves. They think it's normal to judge others by appearance and place of birth and things like that, you know? But it's not, that's not normal, that's demonic, that's low. And we as spirits, being no shape, no form, we can choose every shape and form that we want to take. We can choose what experience we want to participate in, right? So if you manifest bullshit, if you manifest bad circumstances in your life, you chose that. But also sometimes we have no choice, because the spirits around us, they create things into the outside, and then just by we walking on the esoteric street, we see that, or we come across those monsters that they create and they have no responsibility over, because they're weak and they don't want to recognize the bullshit state they are in. So this is driving me to some conclusions, right? And those are, if you wanna be positive, if you wanna be a strong spirit, you need to work hard, not harder, but more. You need to work smarter, right? You need to work in different ways. You can't do what everybody is doing. You can't accept everybody's way to think and feel. You have to do it yourself. You have to do it your own way. And sometimes you must hate the world. Sometimes you must hate the ways of the world. Because if you don't, and you start to be glad and happy go lucky about the world, you'll manifest the dense, low vibrational bullshit that exists more in the world, right? And then it's like just to follow your individuality. Just to follow individuality, because somebody can be, imagine you want to be a soccer player and you see somebody else be a soccer player, and because they are in the position you want to be in, you start to do things like them, you start to think like them, but they're them and they're you. Just because you want to reach the same position doesn't mean you need to do the same things as they do. Okay? But the main point of this video is just for you to stay strong, keep your head, look at the stars, don't spend too much time looking down and around, especially in these times. 99% of the world is fucking demons and they don't know it. They think it's normal. They think it's just the way the world is. They think they are doing things in the right way, but they are not. Okay? They are afraid of living. They are afraid of dying. So they are afraid of everything, basically. They are afraid of transformation. So they are afraid of new things. They are afraid of uniqueness. They are afraid of being seen in a different way. So they are afraid of pretty much everything. So don't you worry about if they say something about you, if they say something to you, just understand it's coming from a lower perspective. They don't see what you see. If you're a spiritual person, if you're part of the soul group, if you're part of the subconscious community, or if just you are following your own way, understand that many people are not following their own way. What they think about you, maybe it's not their original thought. Maybe they enjoy what you're doing, but they are afraid to follow their own individuality. Okay? So now I've lost a little bit of my point. But yeah, the general point is to be aware that we live in a low, slow, dense world. So if you feel that you need to work harder, or it's hard to come out of that darkness, it's because it is. It's true. Because dense things exert pressure. Lighter things exert expansion, right? So because we live in a denser world, it's like we are condensed. It's like something is pulling us down, okay? But this world is not the most dense, it's not the most fucked up, it's not the most slow world. There are worse worlds. There are worse, more dense, more demonic realms of existence. Because this world is a heart chakra. It's the balance point. So you can have the both, okay? And perhaps many people think the world is fucked up because they believe the movies and the news, because the news, that's not journalism, that's not information, that's movies. They put sound, they put dramatic songs, they do some montages. That's movies already. They are trying to direct your perspective. They are not saying the sky is blue, the forests are green. They say the sky is blue because humanity is the worst. They say forest is green and we need to change that. That's not information, that's direction, that's manipulation, that's movies, okay? So many people think the world is fucked up because of what the shadow government shows them, and what you believe, which is in your mind and in your heart, becomes true. So if you think that something bad is near you, it will happen. You'll manifest that. Okay? If you think the world is fucked up and that's normal, you're going to manifest that. You're going to manifest normality, you're going to manifest comfort and a lot of experiences about the world being fucked up. Okay? You'll manifest something in real life to confirm your spiritual travel. So be aware. Don't follow the shadow government, the Masons' directive. Don't follow the ways of the world, because it's not normal to be dynamic. It's not good, at least for me, because I want to expand. As a 30 cloud surfer flows light above the clouds, So I don't care about lower shit. I enjoy. I have a Taurus moon, so I enjoy the world. But I enjoy the world like food grows on trees. You just need to give water to some plants and they grow. You build a house relatively decently, and that shit keeps up for 1 year. So that's the things that I enjoy about the world. Okay? Because many fucked up things, they only exist because people believe a certain way. Okay, like people fucking each other to get a promotion in a corporation. That only happens because a corporation exists, a corporation works in a hierarchic system, and the people in the corporation believe that they must fuck others up in order to upgrade their position. That comes from a belief system. That doesn't come from nature. It doesn't come from the world that we live in. It comes from the choices we choose to take and the path we choose to do, right? So the world is dense, and you need to work, because if you go to chemistry or physics, there is a formula for work, and work is like work equals to energy times movement, something like that. Okay, so work is you taking your energy, taking your visions, taking your procrastination, and put that shit into action, either spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. So it's up to you as a powerful spirit and a responsible person to see the fucked up shit in you and around you, and you take that energy, you take your energy, and you put that into movement. You use that to alchemize, to transform, and to transmute. So now you are sitting in a higher position, so you would try higher experiences. You believe in better things because good and bad don't exist. That's why Adam and Eve, they ate from the tree of good and evil, and they were cast out of paradise. Because if you see every experience for what it is, you are always in heaven, you're always in paradise, because every experience is a new lesson that you can expand with. But if you start to judge your experiences with good or bad, now you in hell. Now you judging the outcome, the outside. You're not judging yourself and how you moved. So you are out of the paradise. You are in hell. You are in the world. You see? But the thing is, though, this world is dense, slow, and heavy. So you must use your energy to be in a higher state. And then you must use your energy to maintain yourself in a higher state. Then you must use your energy to keep others from dragging you to the ground. And then you must use your energy to dream of even higher perspectives, and then move yourself to that place, because you can meditate for 1,000 hours a day. If you don't do shit, you will not be in a higher position. You must carry yourself, you must travel, you must use your energy, you must use your visions, fire, you must use your emotions and connectivity, water, you must use your ideas and communication skills, water, and you should use your practicality, sensibility, the ability to make sense, and your safety, your sturdiness, earth, to move to higher places. Okay, so if you manifest fucked up shit, if you think the world is hard, if you think life is hard and you don't do shit about it, you're just a victim. You are in a victim mentality and you are casting stones at yourself. Okay? So the point is, the main point of this video is, yes, the world is hard, the world is harsh, because this world is like that. So your world, your life can be like that, but you can work, you can transform yourself and the energy in you and around you, so you can experience and feel lighter and feel better. And once you reach that higher position, even if you come back down, you always remember how beautiful the view was from up there, and the world is not that bad. Only if you have your awareness really, really small, the world seems like bullshit, because you only are looking at bullshit. But if you start to expand your awareness and see things from a higher perspective, This world is beautiful, I'm telling you. There is a lot of beautiful things to experience in this world, but it is dense, it is slow, okay? It is Earth, okay? That's why people call this realm Earth right now, because it's slow, it's sturdy, it's stubborn. So it's up to you to make yourself fast, flexible, versatile, high, beautiful, high resonant, and experiencing high frequencies and vibrations. Okay, it's up to you to transform these lower frequencies into higher frequencies, because the world is slow but you can be fast, the world is dense but you can be light, the world is dark but you can be light, the world is heavy but you can be light. Three words: light, light, and light, that mean three different things. One is light in frequency and vibration, one is light like the light you can see with those eyes, and the other is light as in weight. Okay? So you can do that magic, you can do that work, you can do those trickeries, you can do those witcheries to uplift yourself. Okay? You don't need to follow the world, you don't need to follow the lower demonic spirits around you. You yourself, you have the power to choose and to motivate yourself. You have the power to upgrade yourself and put yourself into higher states of being, aka vibing on higher frequencies. But sometimes shits get tough, because we live on a tough world, and you must use your energy. That's why sometimes it feels harder to be the best person. Sometimes it feels harder to be the stronger spirit, because it is. You need to use more energy. Others around you, the demons, they don't use shit. They let shit use them. They don't use their individuality. They don't use their mind. They don't use their Mercury. The Mercury, the real Mercury outside, is using them. They don't use Mars. The Mars outside, the passion outside, the sex outside is using them. They don't use Saturn. The world, the corporations use them. That's why it's easier for them. They have esoteric friends. They can watch the news and be comfortable. They can go into their job and work up and talk about the bullshit they want to talk about and laugh together. You are on your way. You have to build your way. You must stay on your way. And you must keep those motherfuckers away from your way. That's why it's hard, because you have more responsibilities. But this like math. I was really bad at math, because I lost my interest in high school. But so many times I come to spiritual conclusions following math, like with great power comes great responsibilities. But in a equation, the left side equals the right side, and the right side equals the left side. So you can apply that and do some mental mathematics. If with great power comes great responsibility, with great responsibility comes great power. So if you feel like the whole world is on your back, it's because it is. It's counting on you. You have all of these responsibilities because you have all this power ready to use, right? But it might feel tough, it might feel harder, but because you have all of that power, you have all of those possibilities ready for you to go and fuck them, come in them, and create a world in there for you to experience. So yeah, it might feel harder, but you're just making things better for yourself. You are making that pressure, that density, feel like it's nothing. You are making that what they call gravity. Gravity is just density. You are making that dissipate, and you can elevate yourself. Okay? So don't choose to follow the hard way. Smart way, light way, God's way. Okay? Shout out to Hold the Soul Group. Shout out to Daria here. Check out her page. It will be in the description below. Shout out to Archangel Uriel. We are changing the world right now. And remember, we live in a fucked up world, but we don't need to be fucked up. We live in a low, slow, dense world, but I don't need to be slow, low, dumb, deaf, sheep, or weak. I choose to be smart, light, powerful, responsible, and expansive. Right? Because just because the world is low, it doesn't mean you low. You have the power to transform that. But that's why it's harder, because you need to expend more energy. And that's it. That's all. Okay? You follow your individuality, maintain your sanity. Until the next time, as a Terry Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Have a nice one.